Hi everyone, my name is Stacy Wixall and I'm the director of the Macedon Public Library. And today I'm going to be doing this cool craft that will result in four very colorful coasters for maybe mom or grandma or maybe even yourself. So this craft is pretty easy. If you registered, you should have picked up this bag that includes tons of little pom-poms that you'll be using on the coasters, four cork um, coaster material. This cork has an adhesive on the back, so you'll be peeling off the white waxed paper like stuff on the back and it'll be all sticky. I'm going to talk more about that in a minute. I recommend, even though these have the sticky on the back, I've been living with this one in my office for about a month. And what I've discovered is the sticky holds the little pom-poms on fairly well, but not perfectly. They do want to kind of move around and you got to kind of adjust them. And that might be fine for you. It drives me bonkers. So what I'm recommending is if you're like me and you want your pom-poms a little bit more secured, less likely to kind of wiggle around and need adjusting, that you get some school glue, or I have some Craft Bond quick dry Elmer's, or Alien's tacky glue would be a good choice. And we're gonna be putting that on the back with the sticky that's already there, so your pom-poms will really be secure when you're done. So I'm gonna do one coaster with you. It's super easy. You're gonna need all the little pom-poms. And if anyone somehow needs a few more pom-poms, we do have more at the library. Just come on in and we will let you pick out some more if you need them. But open your glue up is your first step. And just squirt some down onto your coaster. My glue seems to be a little bit clogged. Let me do it this way. I am impatient. I'm gonna just see if I can take the cover off, and I can. And I'm just gonna get a little bit out of here. If you did not get a library take and make kit and you would like one, we have quite a few left over. The materials fee was $3 for everything, enough to make 4 coasters. So just stop in and ask. We're happy to make sure you get one. So I've got my glue on here, and I like this little spongy type brush, but you could use like, just like a children's paint brush. Just make sure when you're done, you immediately wash whatever you use if you plan on being able to use it again, because if you let the glue get really dry, it will ruin the sponge, or if you use a brush, it'll permanently glue all your bristles together. So I like my coaster to sort of look like a quilt square. So I like to try to put all of the little pom-poms on just randomly, trying to not have um two, oh, you can't see. So I try to not have the same two colors touching if I can help it. You know what I did? I'm talking away and I put my glue on the wrong side of the coaster. Oh my goodness. Let me try that again. I wondered why it didn't want to stick as well. There we go. Let's just do the skin. See, this is super sticky. Super, super sticky. Not as sticky as, say, a a fly trap, but pretty sticky. So I'm gonna just put my glue on again. There we go. Like I said, this will just give the pom-poms something to be stabilized a little bit more so they won't wiggle as much. Because even though this is pretty sticky, it's not the kind of sticky that's gonna really set them in place, and I like them set in place. So here I go. I'm sticking them on, like I said, so that I try to like keep them so that I don't have the same two colors touching. And there are quite a few colors in your bag, so it shouldn't be too difficult to do. You could, if you wanted to, you could plan your coasters ahead. You could easily just on one of these cork squares, you could go ahead and you could plan out what each one's going to look like without using any glue or taking off the backing. And then you could, when you get all four how you think you want them, then you could go ahead and glue, which wouldn't be a bad idea because it would avoid any problems when you get to the last one of maybe not having enough colors, as many colors on the last one as you want. So you might want to do that. I'm not doing it because in the interest of time, I'm just going to take my chances here. But as you can see, it goes pretty quickly. And you just keep sticking them on here until you fill it up. I don't like that one there. I'm gonna put it there. And they're really they're really pretty cheerful, which I like. See, I made a mistake with that one. I don't like that one there. It's too close to another pink. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a different color and put a green one in there instead, just to keep it random. So far, I'm pretty happy with the choice that I've come up with. You could probably also use hot glue. I think that might be a little more frustrating because hot glue is, you have to move really fast. So that's why I opted for a liquid glue rather than a hot glue. You have a little more time, you can lay it out and then go ahead and stick on your pom-poms. So I like to give them a little squeeze in the glue because I want them to set up nicely in that glue. This is a great craft if you have children and they want to make something for mom or grandma. Nothing here can hurt anybody. It's pretty simple. And I would say as long as the child is past putting things in their mouth, like well past it, this should be a fine craft for them to do. And they'll have a really nice result when they're finished. Something they can be proud to wrap up and give to mom or grandma. So for anybody who is wondering where did I get the supplies, I did buy everything you see here from Amazon. The little coasters are pretty inexpensive if you get a bunch of them. The pom-poms as well are not too pricey. You could probably also get these items in a place like Michael's or Joann's. And I have not been to Hobby Lobby, but I would guess that that might be another good source for these materials. If you're watching this and this program has long passed being offered at the library, check those places. But I did use Amazon to get all these things. And again, it was not too expensive. It was relatively affordable. Okay. So I'm going to put a little more glue on. As you can see, I'm about a third of the way through this this square. I got to get some more glue on. And I put a blop on, and I'm just going to spread that out onto the coaster with my spongy brush. And if you get a little on your pom-poms, don't worry too much about it. If you're using school glue or craft glue, it does dry clear, so it will disappear. I got a little bit on mine, and I'm not too worried about it. There. I'm going to try to put the excess on my sponge back in here, because no point in just washing it down the drain. All right, and I just keep on going, sticking them down, trying to make sure no two colors are in the same spot. It goes pretty quick. And special thanks to the PALMAX students who have been coming to the library throughout their school year to do some volunteering for us. They actually counted all the pom-poms that are in your bag, and I think I bought something like 6,000 of them. So definitely a shout of thanks to all of them, because that took some time. I think there's something like 144 on each coaster. So it's a lot of counting, but they got through it. This is a fun thing to give anybody who has quilts in their home. It looks really nice if you have quilts and sort of a country feel to your home, because I think these really do remind you of a quilt square. And just by the way, even though my pom-poms on the original one that I did not use glue on wiggle around, they stay on. And when I put my iced coffee on it every day, it does a great job of keeping all that condensation that happens from iced drinks, keeps it right off my desk. I don't have any problems. So these really do work great to protect your furniture and your papers if you're putting it on a desk. Works wonderfully. I am curious to know, though, if anybody gets his kit home and sort of plans before they start sticking pom-poms down on things. If anybody comes up with a design of some sort, rather than just randomly putting the pom-poms on like I am here, if you come up with a really cool design for each coaster using the pom-poms you're given, take a picture of it, send it to the library. I'd love to see it. I'd love to share it too, let people see what other people are doing. I did not get that creative, as you can see. But it could be possible, you know, you could plan a whole little special design on each one. You could, you might be able to figure out a way to put the person's initials on the coasters. That would be fun. Okay. And I just got about 1/3 left. Getting there. I would not recommend setting your drink on the coaster or giving them to anyone till your glue is definitely dry. And don't wrap it till your glue is definitely dry. And you'll know because, you know, it'll feel all firm. Things won't be wiggly. Maybe a pink one. If you have the quick drive stuff like me, it shouldn't take long and it'll be ready to go. I just keep pressing on them just to make sure they're really secure in the glue, and I don't know. Okay, 2 more rows and I'm done. And I don't think I've been at this very long, so you can see it's not going to take you too long to get this project completed. I'll put a red one over here just because. And put a purple one there. And blue. So close. Yeah, this one definitely, I can tell already feels a lot more secure, like the pom-poms are really stuck on here. Because I think over here they're almost dry because I have the quick set glue. If you do have quick set glue at your house, it does make it nice because it dries so fast. If not, regular old school glue. Use what you have. You don't have to be super fancy with this. Okay, 2 more, and I will have this coaster complete. And a green one, and how about dark purple? Okay, I'm just making sure the newest ones are really secure in that glue. And there you have it, another one. And see, here are 2 together. And if you had the whole set done, it's just a nice little gift for someone. And it's very practical because, you know, hopefully we have lots of nice summer days ahead. And with summer days comes lots of iced drinks that are going to make condensation. And you don't want to have rings on your furniture or little puddles that get any paperwork or book you might have on your table all wet. You don't want that. Make some coasters and have fun while you're doing it. So have fun, and I will see you next time for another craft that we tackle together. Until then, bye.